Alright. I guess this is the start of a little something new. Ooh, is this gonna work? Okay, this is working pretty fine. It could be worse. It could be worse. It could be much worse. Alright, I think it's good enough. I guess I'll start it off by saying instead of trying to make the videos I make educational or impactful in a way. I guess the only thing I want to do now. Oh, lag spike. Not even lag. That's just frame drop. But the biggest thing I want to do now is just make this like a kind of like a journal for myself, because I feel like I've lost the plot in terms of what I was doing. I got a little too focused in on trying to make it work that I kind of forgot the entire point of the reason why I made the videos, because I enjoyed it. I didn't make it because I wanted to prove something or because I wanted to essentially secure my future. At some point I started getting big-headed and my head was filled with dreams of basically making it big, becoming something that I guess I'm not yet. And there's still a part of me that really wants to have those things, don't get me wrong, but it's interesting because now, or at least right now, in terms of relative time, I'm not very interested in that, because that's stuff that, even if it does happen, won't occur for a long time, and even if it doesn't happen, I'm completely fine with it not happening. But all that to say, basically, I wanted to go back to the roots of why I want to make videos, why I want to do stuff that, can help other people or even can help myself. It's because it matters to me. It matters that I get to enjoy the games I'm playing and I get to share it with everyone else, in a sense. It's less about me making myself look like a more educated person, but more about just me honestly sharing the process. And I'm not making this a live stream because I feel like a live stream would kind of take away from that fact. While it is completely the essence of what I'm trying to go for, of like showing the raw progress behind my growth as a person, I think that there's only so much that I can do with a live stream that feels kind of disingenuous. Holy crap, I am up high. Whoa. I didn't realize it at first, but damn. Oh, oops. Okay. Small lag spike. But yeah. It has been a minute since I've even tried posting. Not even just because I've been busy, but also because of the fact that I absolutely embarrassed myself trying to make another video and following up like the mild success that I had from that one video I posted. If you know, you know. But yeah, I guess I'm taking a bit of a different approach on it this time. Before, I wanted to go completely unscripted and, try to make something that comes from the heart, but I realize now that stuff that comes from the heart isn't always unscripted. There's a fine balance between following a script and speaking, not speaking the truth, but between following a script and having no freedom. Because I feel like that was my entire problem with making scripts for videos and trying to follow like a certain path in where I want to talk about stuff, or not in, let me rephrase that, following like a certain direction instead of just talking and speaking my mind. But in my experience, I realized that I can't really speak off the dome as well as I want to. I'll always have an internal script that I follow because it's a lot easier for me to spell out what I want to think about first. And then why is there a zombie already? Interesting. But it's a lot easier for me to spell out what I'm thinking before I start talking about it. I've learned that in my public speaking classes, that if I try to do it with basically no rehearsal, I'm gonna be absolutely crap. And that definitely showed in the fact that I basically flubbed the class, not in the sense that I failed, but in the sense that I just didn't do that well in that speaking assignment. Hold up, my FOV is perfect. But yeah, like in that specific assignment, I just couldn't like finish through. I had a decently strong start in the sense that I was talking a lot more succinctly. I believe that's the word. Let me succinct. No, not succinctly, but I was speaking with more confidence and more coherently than some of the other people were, but I wasn't able to finish through with my topic, not because one, I didn't fully believe in what I was writing about or what I was speaking about, but also because I had like no rehearsal time. I just had all of my points basically highlighted, and I had my essay version of my speech in front of me. Or actually, did I? Yeah, I might have. No. I don't even know at this point. But basically, I had an outline in front of me, and I tried my best to follow the outline as I was talking, but because I didn't rehearse how I spoke it didn't come out well at all. It was just me, like, after I got finished with proving or stating my case, I just completely forgotten about like how to respond to questions and how to continue off of those thoughts and go into like deeper trains of thought. So that was definitely a humbling experience, but I'm getting sidetracked right now. Basically, I quit making videos because that style wasn't working for me. At least in my mind, I quit because obviously I did stop for a while. I just stopped trying altogether, basically. And that was kind of one of the main reasons, was because I was too stubborn to acknowledge the fact that a good video doesn't necessarily have to be completely unscripted. Even some of my favorite YouTubers have their like own little scripts to follow, or not even that, but like they have scripted segments to enhance like the comedy, basically. And it's so I'm just basically describing what a skit is, but you know, there's that. But yeah, it's because the last time I posted, I basically just embarrassed myself. It was a post that only went up for like 2 days, but I was so confident. I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna blow up. Basically, this is gonna be just like the last video I posted. Like, it's gonna reach more people than I want it to, and it's gonna do great. And I don't even need to try, because the first episode, not first episode, like the first little thing I barely tried. So I just decided, oh yeah, I'm gonna do minimal stuff. I'm gonna try a little bit with editing, but there's only so much I can do with like this type of commentary. So I decided, yeah, I'm just gonna post it and see where it goes. And oof, what am I gonna do? I want to stay on this mountain. Oh my gosh, okay. But yeah, I have a lot of coal. Holy crap. I'm gonna regret mining all this later, because I'm gonna have a fortune pick later. And well, that's really far ahead, but still, if I want a fortune pick later, this is gonna be absolutely killer, because I'm gonna have so much coal now when I would want it later. I'm saying the same thing a lot. But basically, I wasn't doing it purely out of, or well, I wasn't posting video. Let me restate that, because my train of thought got interrupted. I wasn't posting the videos anymore simply to fulfill my own desire to post and, improve myself. It was stemming from a desire to build myself up, build my platform up even, and like gain traction on YouTube. But yeah, basically, I kind of forgot that the point of me making all these videos and me streaming and whatnot is just to have fun and to do something that really matters to me, rather than chasing gains and subscriptions and monetary value or net worth and whatnot. But I noticed all these things that really made me despise what I was creating, because it made it so difficult to make something that I was proud of, because of how little I was enjoying it. And honestly, maybe I'm making this video in the same hopes, but as of right now, it feels like I'm a lot more clear-headed, and I feel like this video is going to get posted no matter what. I'm in almost full iron armor already. I have so much materials like already. I'm surprised. I haven't even gotten food yet. But anyways, trying to get back up topic. I feel like I have a lot to improve on as a person. I have a lot to improve on as a streamer, as a video editor, as a creator even. And the thing that really made me realize this is the fact that I see my friends and my family do all these cool things, and every time I see them do them, they look so happy, and I get so jealous. And I know it's not a good thing to be jealous, but it made me realize, like, seeing them pursue their dreams, pursue their desires and whatnot, it made me realize how little I was doing that for myself. And I guess that's why I was jealous of them. It wasn't even because, well, I think I was jealous because I saw them having success in fields where I tried to have success in, but never stuck it out for myself. Because there's some people that I know that are probably really good video editors, but right now I'm just too stubborn to look at their content. Because a part of me doesn't want to see them thriving. Part of me just wants to be in my own little bubble and support myself, but it's really petty to do that, and I'm definitely not being the best of friends by doing it. And I see all these people around me like going out there and getting it, and I can't help that could be me. I can't help but think like, yeah, I can do this too, but I couldn't. Like, this could have been me, but I just don't have the same talents or the same drive that they do, which is in a sense very true, but it's also like very very short-sighted. But is that dog? Yes, yes it is. Do you think yes, dog. Oh my gosh. Hey there, buddy. Oh my gosh, it has a new bark. Oh my gosh, I didn't know. That's so cool. Whoa. I knew they put in new skins, but I didn't know they I didn't know they added new sounds. There are definitely people who are exemplifying making the most of their day, like carping those DMs. There are a lot of people who exemplify that in many more ways than I could ever imagine. And I don't want to be jealous of them anymore. And I feel like in order to truly do that, I need to take a step into their world, because it's not only a way for me to understand them better, but it's also a way for me to make peace with myself, kind of. For all the times when I didn't try, for all the times when I decided that I didn't have enough or I wasn't enough to make something that I'm proud of. And it's me telling myself that I can do these things. Hey, village. Heck yeah. But yeah, it's me telling myself that it's okay to fail, but the only way to make it better is to keep failing. And I looking at my script, I have like a little setup to myself. It's basically just me saying a quote and then being like, oh yeah, I don't like this quote. So basically the quote is I'm sure a lot of people have heard this quote from not only from like, I think most people would probably hear it from their teachers, or maybe even like coaches, who knows, maybe even their parents. But basically any figure of authority would probably try telling you that you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. And I personally don't really like it, because I feel like obviously you're gonna miss everything that you don't shoot at, but like I feel like it doesn't paint the complete picture. And I think it, as I said maybe a little bit earlier, was instead of it being you miss them if you don't take them, it's more like you won't stop missing unless you keep taking those shots. And the only way to stop missing is to keep shooting. And I guess this little... Oh, sorry, dog. Let me feed you. this little session that I'm having right now is proof to myself that I'm capable of shooting again. Like, it's basically me making more passes at something that I previously deemed myself incapable of doing, and that we as people can grow past the embarrassment of failure and keep trying until we make something that we're proud of. So I don't know if that's all I want to leave it on, because I don't know. Like, that's basically all I have to say. And I honestly want to try uploading this without any editing and see where it takes me. But knowing how the last video went, I'm probably gonna try editing it at least a little. But yeah, I just want to prove to myself that I can keep going, or even prove to other people that all you need to do is keep trying, because even if you fail, you haven't really failed unless you've given up on yourself. And I don't think I want to give up on myself quite yet. So yeah. Hopefully I'll make more videos. Hopefully I'll reopen this world and come to appreciate it more little by little. And yeah. I guess I'll see you in the next one. Come up here, dog. Okay. Yeah. I guess I'll see ya. Bye.